General Motors is about to introduce an updated Colorado to the Australian market for the 2017 model year. There are some notable changes to a vehicle that first appeared in 2013, and importantly, Holden has had a significant hand in the development process. As the Lion brand winds down its manufacturing operations before a final exit in 2017, the engineering and development side of the business will remain, and the latest Colorado is proof of what is possible. So I'm now with Rob Tribbiani, who's the vehicle lead dynamics engineer for the Colorado. Now, Rob, you're probably the best person to speak to about this. Can you just talk me through the engineering process and where we're sort of at with this vehicle?
We're in what we call a PPV vehicle. PPV follows our IV vehicles, which are basically hand-built vehicles. This PPV level vehicle is the first vehicle that comes out of the production plant.
There are different levels. What sort of input has the Australian engineering team had with this car overall, and who have you worked with to get us to this point?
Yeah, Australia's had a huge involvement in the development of the Model Year 17 Colorado. We've worked very closely with the GM Brazil guys, which basically are the homeroom for this product. We've also worked closely with other GM facilities around the world. The engineering story for this car is huge. Australia's had big input into the damper development, the steering calibration, selecting some of the mounts in the vehicle, the noise and vibration package that goes into the car to make it quieter and more refined. We've had a huge influence and input.
The big revelation for this car for you has been the electric power steering system. Can you just tell me about your input with that and just some of the learnings that you took from the VF Commodore and put into this car as well?
Yeah, sure. The electric power steering system comes from the same supplier as the VF Commodore, and we were hugely involved in the development of that vehicle. So some of the learnings that we had made in Commodore, we've translated into this vehicle. We've got really good connection and history with the supplier. We understand their software very well. So getting the Colorado to feel good wasn't, a huge exercise because of our history with the steering system. We've managed to increase the steering ratio, so the car is more responsive now. It's faster than the previous vehicle, and I think it's come together really well.
The Colorado is powered by a familiar 2.8 litre turbo diesel 4-cylinder engine, with outputs unchanged at 147 kilowatts and 500 newton metres. What those figures don't show is that the engine has undergone a significant overhaul in refinement and power delivery. Can you just talk me through some of the changes with the automatic transmission as well, what you've done there?
Yeah, so the automatic transmission, the torque converter picks up what we call the CPA, which is basically a damper for the auto. It allows us to make calibration changes that give the car a better launch feel, and when you tip in on the throttle, the car is now able to utilise its 500 newton metres more effectively, I guess.
Yep.
The drive quality of the vehicle has improved enormously. It's quieter, just a more refined driving experience now.
Well, you can definitely tell from behind the wheel. It's definitely, noise and vibration is much better. The steering, like you said, is much better. The overall ride compliance is a lot better. So, job well done, I'd say.
Great, thank you.
And also, just in terms of Holden and its future position within the GM hierarchy, I mean, this is, I guess, a bit of a template for what's to come, isn't it? Like, you guys are going to have more of a role in local tuning, your own input into the overall handling of the car?
Yeah, absolutely. So as we move to import vehicles, Holden is certainly having a voice into all of those vehicles. We're spending time developing with the global homerooms for those vehicles. Yeah, Holden's certainly getting their voice heard and is involved in the development.
Cool. At Holden's request, we can't say exactly how the latest changes will affect the production model, but the early signs are promising. For Holden, car manufacturing may soon be disappearing from Australia, but the brains behind it certainly are not.